Hello and good day, everybody. So we have the big launch of the mod pack. It is officially its 1.0 launch. There's also fixes to it like 1.02, 1.03. We won't be reading those simply because 1.0 has so much to go over. So let's go ahead and go through those. We're not going to be reading every single one like the map changes. I just scrolled onto that one. I just didn't even know that's probably going to make it so I can't continue on my current save, which does suck, so we may have to restart. I will check and see. But if we want to use the new official launch stuff that has so many changes, I haven't even gone through them all yet because I haven't gone through it, period. I'm just judging by the scroll bar. All right. Acknowledgements. These are special thanks. Okay. Official server stuff. General changes. Let's go ahead and go over those. This update brings sweeping changes to regeneration in general. That's nice. Regen. I didn't actually know this. Magic Shield. Oh, not that one. This. Magic Shield basically had no regen to begin with. So they increased it by 900%. And HP got a whopping 400. That is still huge. That is huge. Honestly, though, if I want to be super tanky, I might want to split between health and magic shield. I think so. Because we may have to restart. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna be upset. I'm not gonna be hurt about it. I knew it was coming. That's why this time around I was playing just to play and not playing to achieve a specific goal, like survive 100 days. Those silo goals. Nope, I was playing to play and I was having fun with it. And we may be starting over. Because usually when there's a bunch of map changes, like added map stuff, yeah, it's a lot of changes. Players' base critical damage increased from 1 to 25. That is a big jump. Kill XP has been doubled. This is going to make my life so much easier. Added a new Act 2 quest. Always nice to have more quests. Mug from Born. Oh, it's the Chaos one, right? And Chaos now also spawns at Common. I think that's those big guys with the pitchforks things, right? They no longer drop loot. Oh, and grant less XP. They also deal portion of their damage as chaos damage. Oh, so you gotta actually worry about chaos damage, not worry about just poison. That's cool. Double the time limit of waves in act gates. Those are those little gates that spawn, right? Those are the gateways. Increase act gateway spawn rates in later X. Okay, I like that. Act 5 gateways now include purpose golems as the final wave. I don't think I fought the golems yet. Maybe. No, I think I have. I'm just misremembering the name. Remove Mao wave from the gateway in the deep sea. The malls. Those are those fishy thick guys that I was fighting. I honestly didn't know they can spawn on a gateway. That's interesting. The gateway in the deep now has an additional wave at the end, summons the spectral. This wave has a longer setup time so that you can recover after the boss wave. These are all the gateway changes, right? Yeah, this is the gateway change. Lifestealer and Nightmare Stalkers now spawn at a minimum of level 35 instead of 55. Okay. Reduce the damage of Lifesteal. Oh, Lifesteal and Nightmare, so they reduce their damage. Okay. All food in CB Craft of Exile 2 now gives some of some form of minus slash stat. Okay, so eating basic food also gives minus slash stuff now too. That's nice. So you don't have to just make the minus slash food when eating for an extended period of time. That's nice. Some good food changes. Food there has increased slightly, and it's easier to increase now as the last 48 foods will be recommended instead of 32. Change to the food voucher system. You no longer get movement speed, block, reach, or combat roll decrease. Instead, every milestone will flip between A and B, where A is increase in weapon damage and B is increase in armor, magic shield, dodge rating. Also, every 5 milestones will also reward you with all attributes. Oh. I'm gonna have to look into actually growing the farm more and not just letting it sit there. Increase Naga spawn rate in the Undergarden by 5 times. There's Naga down there? I've been in the Undergarden before, and all I saw was just those red guys. It was the red golems, the little annoying ones that are super fast, like baby zombies, the normal ones that are just tall, and then those masked guys, and the fish. Clean up at the JOI bits. Disciplinary no longer costs a fee. Remove Soulbane Sword. Okay, that was from the pumpkin drop table. Zombie counter method has been mentioned in a beware. Okay, so it's a change in the quest. That's, I've never used Chemical X to make the mutation of the zombies and or the skeletons. I think that's a quest. I should probably do those quests. Twilight Forest boss has been rebalanced a bit. Okay, nugget damage has been reduced by 25%. Mushroom, Hydra, Knight, Phantoms, and your guest. Oh, that's that Gas King guy. Damage has been increased by 50%. Snow Queen damage has been increased by 20%. I haven't got there yet, so I haven't actually fought those yet. Metro Biome and Snail Quest, another quest. The Fungi tie is no longer craftable. I don't know what that is. Must be bought at the end of the Botania quest line. Oh. Botania is definitely more added words. Moving on. Added more compatibility with certain daylights and mod foods. Again, with the foods got a huge overhaul this time around. The delay between when background music plays, I have background music off, so it doesn't even matter. Added new sound, okay, I want to hear it. Slight buff to the Ender Dragon stats. I remember when I first fought the Ender Dragon and it broke. Why? I don't know. Alright, we got a bunch of map changes, which I don't think I will be going over too much. Added the following new map layouts. New map layout. Added a new secret map layout. Added the following harvest. Adding so much stuff. I'm not going to go over the map stuff. I'm sorry. General items and stat. Okay. So these are all just items. I won't go over the items. I will go over the rune changes because, yeah, there's just too many. I guess there's not too many. Added a new rare-ish currency orb. We got a new currency. Added, technically fixed a bunch of new inflation helmets, legs. Okay, got new visions. Okay, so yeah, this is just all basic item stuff. I don't want to read about the items. I haven't got into that yet, so I don't know what's to do with that. We got rune changes. New patron designed rune words. We got new rune words from a patron. Added a new helmet rune word. Overlord. This rune word grants bonus to undead summons and magic shield. Got a hiccup. Added a new scythe rune word, Night Storm. The rune word grants bonus to cold and lightning damage. Provides a synergy with power changes. Charges. Nerf Echo Rune. Oh, that's sad. Plague now grants percent mana regeneration instead of flat. That's a shame. Capital can now be crafted in swords, great swords, hammers, and scythes. Added a new rune word there, I see. Exile no longer grants percent armor. It also now grants flat lifesteal instead of leech cap. That's nice. Got a lore change. Lore no longer grants chaos resistance and instead grants a small amount of flat magic shield regeneration. Stealth now grants a small amount of flat energy regeneration instead of percent. That's nice. Stealth now grants health regen instead of lifesteal. That's a shame. Unique changes. All right, so if you want to go through this, I'll of course have the link below, but those are all just the unique item changes, and I don't care to read those. We're moving on to support gems. Added a new level 10 support gem, Warlord Support. Hits from skills supported by this will cause your summons to target the hit enemy. Oh. Another summon thing I see. I hope to see. I won't see it. I was going to say I hope to see some auto attack stuff, but let's be honest, that won't happen. At level 10 support gem, focus point, support. This support reduces random spread of projectiles that have random spread and, okay, increased accuracy. I should probably highlight it so I know where I'm reading. Accuracy, you can only have one support gem that modifies random spread. So that means there's probably going to be more. All right, next one. Added a new support. Added a new level 20 support gem. This, I've been thirsty. Talking a lot. This support gem increases random spread on projectiles. All right, so here's the other random support spread. That has random spread, but provides a more damage multiplier on the skill target with random spread. You can only, okay, it's just the same thing. Add a level, next. Add a level 30 support gem, imbuement support. Functions similar to Maggie Blade support, but for energy. Oh. And works on any skill, not just weapon skills. Okay. A key difference is the lower base resource cost multiplier. However, the amount of damage added gets added to the cost of the skill. Interesting. Next, added level 5 shaman skill. I almost called it the flower. Okay. Moving on. Flamethrower totem. Ooh. This totem has a short range. Oh, so we're getting a new totem? It has a short range, but fires rapid at nearby enemies for lots of damage. This totem has higher chance of burning enemies. Oh, these are skills. This was a skill, not a support gem. This is a skill. I didn't realize that it was support gems and skill changes. Next, added a new level 10 elemental skill. Elementalist. Elementalist is... It's not the mage. Should we get a new class? I want to say maybe it is the mage. Anyways, Inferno. Spell out flames from your fingertips that pierce. Oh, so it pierces too, so it's flamethrower. These flames also randomly spread. That's dangerous. They randomly spread. Next, like this is a bit of a big one. The following skills, oh, so it's a skill change. The following skills had their damage increased by 10%. Arrow barrage, bolt from stabs, axe throw, chain lightning, chill touch, double strike, execute, fireball, hailstorm from rune words, holy shield throw, ice shard, lightning spear, thrust. I think that's the beam one, where you like thrust your whatever. Pierce or puncture, not pierce, puncture, ricochet, shot, sniper. These changes are applied with any damage changes found below. Oh. Next is this one. Battery now fires 8 times in 1 second instead of 4 times. That's huge. But there's a random spread on projectiles. That's cool. Arrow barrage. Arrow barrage and Grizzling thrust now, okay, the thrust now has a bit of a random spread, so they're adding a lot of random spread, looks like, to a lot of the range stuff. Crusaders' offensive skills had their damage increased about 15 to 25%. I'm starting to get ahead of myself and reading a little bit too fast. Players' auras now grant 25% less recovery per second. That is a pain. Crusaders' auras now grant negative 20% more blood regen instead of the 10. This is due to the changes of health regeneration. That is a pain, but at least it's not 25. Mana regeneration from elemental skills, elemental frost skills when removing overheat. Okay, so it's the mage, I think. Increase from 10 to 15%. Overheat now grants negative 20% more blood leech instead of 10%. This is due to the changes to health regen. Hits from fire and frost golems no longer knock back. Oh, I never used the golems because I didn't use the mage, so I didn't know they knocked back. That's gotta be annoying though. The zombies and skellies didn't knock back, so I guess it's weird that they were knocking back in the first place. Huh. Resonance and melody. Okay, so this is the bard change has been updated to be more in line with modern skills. When enemies are charmed, the hits do more damage instead of dealing that extra damage as an additional hit. Huh? So it's a reduction. Energy cost of brawler finishers has been reduced. That's nice. Blood explosion has been reworked. The blast damage has increased by 50%, but no longer scales with player health. Instead, increases to bleed damage. Oh, applies blood explosion. Profound explosion. Base damage has been brought in line. 33 higher. 33% higher with blood explosion, and now also has 30% damage on cursed enemies. That's the corpse explosion, if I'm not mistaken. Ignite explosion base damage has been brought up to brought online 33% higher. with blood explosion and is now affected by increased burn damage. Oh yeah, so it does do fire damage. I think it does fire and chaos if you have soul stacks. Updated texture, okay. Cold snap no longer knocks back enemies. Turbo reduce in mana cost. Turbo reduction in mana cost as you level it instead of increasing. The mana cost has been lowered. That's nice. Battle ores cost the same amount of mana as you level it. So it no longer increases its mana. That's nice. Summon Wisp moves slightly faster. Summon Wisp now lasts 6 seconds instead of 10 seconds, and the cooldown is now 6 seconds instead of 10 seconds. Okay, so Wisp mana cost has been lowered slightly. Made some changes to hopefully improve summon AI. Oh, thank God. Alright, so we got some changes to the skill tree. My throat is starting to get super dry and starting to hurt, so if you guys want to read over these, you can. I'll just leave it there. Personal changes, again, fixes, and some mod updates. Okay, we'll go over some of the mod updates. Reading. Alright, so let's go over some of the new ones. Added hint nameplates, okay. Added MS extras. So we got more mine and slash stuff, so that's nice. Added all the leaks. Added remnant bosses, added infinite golems, added enhanced boss bars, added, okay, so it's music, and re-added status credits. Okay. We got so many changes. I'm gonna have to update the game and actually go through everything as well. But we didn't get too many. Brute now gives 5% more physical damage per stack instead of 6, so Brute got nerfed. That's unfortunate. My throat is starting to hurt, so I don't want to go on much longer. To everybody, we got huge changes. Next time, unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to continue experimenting and fighting the captain boss, but we may be restarting because of all of the map changes that they did won't be compatible with my current saved file, which is a shame, but I was expecting it, to be honest. I was mentally ready this time to restart. I was ready. So next time we will probably be restarting. And if you're on a single saved as well, I don't know if the servers are restarting as well since it is the official launch. They have the launch trailer for it as well. Let me go ahead and pull that up. We'll just watch that. Where is it? Changes. Yeah, right here. They have the launch trailer. The last thing we do. Because why not? Right? Why not? Let's see if they show anything new. New visuals. The roll. So nothing too new just yet. Don't buy too quick for me to see. That's one thing we need to do. I need to actually ride more Peko Pekos. I don't do it enough. Showing off the uniques and supports. It looks like she can spawn randomly now. That's nice. Good old spin to win. Shock totem. You know, I still find it weird that okay, I didn't mean to go that far. Still find it weird that archers, not these guys, but this guy lunges at this guy for some reason. You'd expect him to want to stay further away from you, but he just jumps at him. Using a scythe. The eye hand was a little creepy. Oh, so that's it. Yep, a 1-0 release. And then it is about it. Yeah, that's about it. So everybody, I will of course have the link to this if you want to watch it down below without me talking over it, and I will have the link to the patch notes down below as well. I'm gonna go drink water. Everybody, stay hydrated and stay awesome. And until next time, stay great.